Hey guys, it's Pasty here. So there's a quick thing I wanted to show you guys. I haven't seen a lot of videos on it at all, and they're not very good. So I wanted to go through with you how we did Puddle's tail light for the Gen 4 Abarth tail light on the American models. As you know, this is the pin right here that goes to the American tail lights. This plugs just straight into the light. And you can order these off of Amazon. They come in packs such as this. So you get the male and the female connector. But the part we're going to be using is this female connector. So basically what we're going to be doing is making a plug and play kit from a female connector from the original harness to the male connector of the European taillight. Again, as you can see, this connector, they're different. So this is the original connector. This is the European one. It's a lot smaller. This one is a 5-pin connector. This one is a 4-pin. Unfortunately, you do lose, if you're doing it this route, you do lose a reverse light, but all the other lights work. There's just not a pin for the reverse light in here, which on the passenger side, this wire would be the yellow one, would be for the reverse. So to get into it, we started with the female connector that plugged into the harness coming off the car. And then basically what I did is I used a light tester in the harness. So we just grounded the light tester and figured out which wire goes to what. I'll put a picture on the screen of what we found out was the passenger side. But for the driver's side, it's literally for the driver's side. For the passenger side, it's literally the opposite. So they're just flip-flopped from side to side. So if you can figure out one side, it's just the opposite from the other side. What we had to order was these. You can get these off of Amazon. Like I said, they come in the male and female sets, and they come in a 10-pack of both. So they'll just come just like that, connected. And then you have to order this plug, which you can also order on Amazon. These come with the pins in them, same as in here on the American harness plug. But for the European one, you don't have the pins, so you have to order the plug and the pins. What we had to do is we had to take the wires. Once we figured out which wire goes to what, as you can see, if you go off of get the same thing as me. If you're looking at the front of this European connector, this is the passenger side. So this is what it looks like. So you have your black one up top, your white one the second, the blue one the third, and the gray one is the fourth. So that is for the passenger side taillight if you want to use that. And basically for the driver's side, it is flip-flopped. So what we have is one of these is a ground wire, and then you have one that's a running light, one that's a brake light, and one that's a turn signal. If you didn't know, the brake light and the running light is going to be on the outside here, and your turn signal is going to be down here, and that is the amber light. And then up here, there's a 2-filament bulb that'll do your brake light and your running light. I've seen a lot of people do for a reverse light. They added an additional light down here that when you get your power from this wire, which is your yellow one, that would be your reverse light. They just they put this power to a bulb, an extra bulb that they put in here. I haven't seen anybody do a very good setup specifically for it, as far as getting it to stick in and be easily removable and clean. A lot of the time it's just an extra bulb sitting down here wired in. But basically what this allows us to do is they don't have any plug and play kits. So you could make this plug and play kit. So all I have to do is take my tail light, plug it in with the connector, and then plug this into the car, and it works. The only thing is, if you want to do LED lights in between, you are going to have to put LED boxes that they're kind of like resistors. They allow you to put LEDs. But if you don't already know, Fiat 500s, they don't typically allow for LEDs. So right now these are just regular bulbs, which are really great. They actually are very bright and they work very well. So that is how you do it. I'll link the connectors in the description. Again, everything is off Amazon. Make sure when you order the European plug that you also order the pins that I have linked down below as well, because you are going to have to pin these and then put them in the connector, which isn't hard at all. Really, all you have to do is pop the holding clip out, put the pins on, put them in, pop them in, and then lock it back down. It's really easy. But now what I'm gonna do is show you that the plug and play is pretty, I mean, it works. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get to the car view. All right, so here we got, again, like I said, the light with the plug on it. If I go ahead and plug it into the factory harness, just like so, just plugs right in. We're gonna go ahead and put the light in. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and turn the light on, and this is gonna be the running lights. So as you can see, the outside lights up right here. If we go ahead and hit the brakes, you got the brighter bulb, and then if we do the turn signal, you got the bottom. Again, we don't have a reverse light, unfortunately, so that's the only thing that we can't wire in unless you get another bulb. All right, and real quick, I want to show you how it looks with both of them on. So I'll go ahead and close it, and you might not be able to see the running lights during the day, but if we hit the brake, you got both of them on. And then if we do the left blinker, you can see that everything works. And again, the harnesses are just crisscrossed or flipped on each side. So the one I showed you there, you just take that and flip it, and that'll be what that is for that side. Or if you just want to make sure, just take a light tester like I did. We grounded it to a piece of the car, and then when each light turned on is when we touched it to the wire.